It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're underway from Seattle. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming, but he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up second down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now the ball's in his hands.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he'll go down here at the 16. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, McCarthy. Oh, look at this, here he goes. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to Jones. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 6. They've got 3rd and goal from the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Reichert connects there. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing here, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this one doesn't go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jones gets it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 41. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
It's my turn. What are you doing? Like watching me. Okay, score. This has to happen.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off play action, it's McCarthy. Running left side by Jefferson. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Vikings facing a deficit near the break. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 17. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Darnold. He'll step up, and there he goes. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here he goes. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments and flashes of greatness like that that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
2nd down carry for Jones. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Roll left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On play action now, McCarthy. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Jones. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Sims now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Darnold looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Throwing here, Darnold. There's a screen out for Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. A throw right side, finds Cup. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
To throw, here's Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Walker on first down. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Bronc. A response in order as they take over. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes option left. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
1st and 10 from the 41. Man in motion here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Vikings holding on to a field goal lead. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Jones. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Motion man sent left. They'll run with Jones. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. A 27-yard look here.
27-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
Seahawks.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Seattle.